Thank you very much.
State governors, technocrats, serving and retired military officers, as well as members of the diplomatic corps, converge on Kaduna for a security seminar with the theme Power and Influence in Africa. It was organized by a Kaduna-based non-governmental organization, Gusau Institute. On the front burner is the issue of insurgency in the northeast, and it's a former defense chief who points out that military force is not enough to defeat it.
I'm not aware of any military doctrine that have been put down that has addressed effectively guerrilla warfare, which is easier. But this kind of disruption we are now having in our hands has never been addressed by any military doctrine successfully. So I think the ball is over to our politicians or the big economists in our society and those who are bothered about the human condition in Nigeria and particularly also in West Africa.
The keynote speaker and the executive director of the Institute for Security Studies based in South Africa, Dr. Jackie Cilliers, believes Nigeria and indeed Africa have the potential of controlling at least 20% of global power by the year 2040 if its present and upcoming leaders will enthrone good governance and transparent leadership.
It allows you to say what is possible. You know, we often, in strategic studies, we think of blue skies thinking. What if we can end poverty in the world by 2030? Well, I promise you, we cannot end poverty in the world by 2030. We've modeled it, it's impossible. Poverty in 2030 will largely still be focused, will largely no longer be in China or in India, but will largely be in sub-Saharan Africa. We can get to about 15% levels of extreme poverty.
Some state governors at the event also assure that the Buhari administration is determined to enthrone good governance by tackling corruption, the major cause of a country's underdevelopment.
We who are in the authority in Nigeria today, the Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the governors, we are the one to ensure that this forecast is a scientific forecast where the result will be achieved.
As the participants depart, it is the hope that they will take with them the lesson that only by having all hands on deck in Nigeria will the much needed change be achieved.